A jealous man dug a tunnel so that he could spy on his ex-girlfriend. Problem is, he got stuck in the tunnel. The man was discovered inside the tunnel and Red Cross staff and firefighters ended up having to pull him out of it. Get ready, this next one is a doozy. What is happening, potato people? This is Io. I'm Charlotte Dobre, and on this channel we make the news more entertaining daily. Hit that sub button and tell me down there in the comments, what is the craziest thing you've done to get over someone, either an ex or someone who rejected you? I'm gonna tell you my story at the end of this video, but this video is not about me. It's about a 50-year-old man named Cesar Arnaldo Gomez, who was dumped by his girlfriend of 14 years for being too jealous. No surprise there. If you've ever been jealous, you know what a complex, maddening emotion it is. Gomez was already having a hard time getting past being dumped, but instead of eating a pint of ice cream and finding himself a rebound like the rest of us, he dug a spy tunnel outside his ex-girlfriend's home in Oriente, Puerto Penasco, Mexico. His ex-girlfriend, 58-year-old Griselda Santillan, went to investigate after she heard strange, unusual sounds coming from outside her home for about a week. Weird. What kind of unusual sounds? She thought at first that the sounds were stray animals, but as the noises became more intense, she went to see what was up. She told El Universal, "I asked a neighbor to look inside and there was nothing there, but then I noticed some shoes, tools, and water. I shouted at him to get out, but he didn't do anything." She then alerted emergency services because it turns out that she had a restraining order against Gomez that prohibited him from approaching her. To be clear, I don't even think that this guy even wanted to be rescued. Firefighters and Red Cross staff had to drag him out of the tunnel because he didn't want to leave. He was stuck though for more than 24 hours and it was pretty difficult to get him out. It took them like 45 minutes to get him out of there. Once he was rescued, he was taken to the hospital for dehydration and was taken into custody after that for violating the restraining order. I'm not really sure what the point of digging this spy tunnel was. I mean, I don't speak for everyone, but in order for me to get over an ex, I gotta stay the heck away from them. Unfollow them on social media, block their number, the works. Would not recommend digging a spy tunnel to anyone who is trying to get over an ex. And anyone who does not want to go to jail. Alright, so as promised, I'm gonna tell you guys the craziest thing I did to get over an ex and attempt to get him back. I wrote an entire album. You guys know that I'm a singer. I used to take it pretty seriously. I moved to Vancouver actually so I could write and record an album and also so I could be closer to a guy I was dating. But 3 weeks after I moved, he broke up with me for someone else after I had already moved there, and I ended up writing this entire album about him. I was kind of secretly hoping that he would be like blown away by my music and talent and regret his decision, but that didn't happen. He's actually still in a relationship with the girl he left me for, and this all happened like 7 years ago. So I guess it wasn't meant to be. At least I got an album out of it. So one constructive method I would recommend for getting over someone is making art and being creative. The saying is definitely true, nothing calls the muses like a broken heart. So tell me some of the craziest things you've done to get over an ex down there in the comments. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this video with some comment features. Gaming D said, "I love your bite-sized videos, they're so entertaining." Bite-sized. An IO video is kind of like a little hash brown, you know? Well, that's it. Craig Army said, "If Charlotte ever gets sunburned, we'll call her tomato instead of potato." No, call me a roasted potato, that's much better. Who likes tomatoes? Slicer said, "Charlotte, were your parents beavers? Cause damn, you look amazing." Honestly, I'm not even offended at that pickup line, that was awesome. No, they're not beavers. Leisha said, "I just subbed and hi everybody." Hey! Thanks for subbing. Alright, that's it for this video. Click this playlist to keep watching IO, and obviously you should leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so I can see you in a future IO video.